Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Your time right now, it is 8:07, and it is indeed time for the Call Flow Radio Show. And we do have some guests in the studio today, some familiar faces, as well as, well, I think they're all familiar faces, actually. At one point, you have been on the show, which is great. I believe today we're here, you guys, Chip Jones, I have Justine Young, and also... Yes, Maria Almond as well, to discuss the RAM, Remote Area Medical event happening the March 29th and 30th here in Cumberland School, this Cumberland School District. So I'll let you guys, who would like to go first? Justine?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, so we have been working at this, as you know, for a couple of years. I think we met in 2023 with about 30 different individuals from the community, just to say, hey, would this work? Is this something that we are interested in, bringing out a free pop-up medical clinic to our community, knowing how much work it would be. We said we can't do it unless everyone's all in. And within about 15 minutes of just discussing what this was going to be, everyone answered with a resounding yes, we will make this happen wherever the chips may fall. And here we are on the cusp of launching it at the end of March, March 29th and 30th at the Cumberland Public Schools, and we are super excited. We're expecting 300 to 400 patients to be there that we're treating all weekend long. It takes about 200 to 250 volunteers each day. Not to mention all the behind-the-scenes work that happens up to that point. We are so grateful to the Cumberland Public School System, who has gone truly above and beyond to host this on their grounds.
Absolutely.
They have their fingers in everything. So it is very, very exciting. And the work of it has really gone on with the Piedmont Health District, Virginia Department of Health, Piedmont Senior Resources, Longwood University Department of Nursing, and Southside Virginia Community College Department of Nursing. So we could not have done it without those partners, but honestly, the list goes on and on and on. Particularly over the last few months, we've just seen all hands on deck. Our churches, our other school systems, our nonprofits, they've all pitched in, and it's really been kind of an amazing thing to see unfold, because we needed this, coming back around truly post-COVID, I would say. We've needed a time where we're gathering together again as a community in a positive way, and saying, neighbors help neighbors. We can help you. No one's alone in the fight. So we're very excited.
Wow. And Justine, how does PSR play a role in the remote area medical as well?
Well, I'm a nurse,
so
of course it's of great interest to me. And I have done medical missions overseas, and I love that kind of work. And so when Dr. Almond suggested this, I was so excited about it, to finally do more or less a medical mission here at home. And PSR was 100% supportive. My board was 100% supportive. And we just saw it as a great opportunity for many of the people that we serve who cannot afford medical care. And PSR offered to be the fiscal agent for this event. We had to have a nonprofit hold the funds. And so we were able to do that. And I guess I'm used to raising money, so I was the head person for the responsibility of raising the funding for this event. It takes about $36,000 to do this event. And so we were very fortunate, as Dr. Almond said, to have the support of the community, churches and Rotary Club of Farmville and Longwood University and many individuals. Our counties were extremely supportive and provided funding as well. So I'm very pleased that we have almost reached our goal of $36,000. We're just a little bit shy of that at this point.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
That's really just when I think about it, $36,000. It's $90 a person to get medical care and dental care, or medical care and vision care. We're going to be offering mammography. We've got women's health exams available, hearing screenings. It's amazing.
It kind of covers everything a little bit.
Covers everything.
That's great.
And very, very low barriers. No IDs requested, no insurance. You have to wait. You gotta wait. That is the thing. But wait for a good cause.
Okay.
That's I think the wait is an interesting point. The gates will more or less open at midnight on Friday night.
Oh, wow.
And people will get a number. And so it is first come, first serve, but it is open to everyone, and it is all day Saturday and half a day on Sunday. And I think this area has never seen one of these events.
Yeah.
I know that they hold them in Emporia and Southwest Virginia, and those events have, I think what I understand is Emporia's been up to 1,800 individuals at theirs. And I think because this is our first time that, we're hoping for those hundreds of people, but something certainly that potentially could grow significantly in this area.
Absolutely.
So, very exciting.
Yeah. And then Chip Jones, so how does your hand play a role in all of this?
Well, like Dr. Almond and Justine said, we attended a meeting, was it 2 years ago? I think it was a webinar, a Zoom call, and they were going to talk about the remote area medical clinic, and during the conversation, need a place to host. And I know they looked at different areas, throughout the health district and so forth. And we have a school, Cumberland Middle School, high school complex that's accessible. It has restrooms, it has classrooms and different things. And, we asked for them to come tour our facility and so forth, and they did. And, it was ultimately chosen, which we're glad. And, plus it gets, not everything always comes to the northern part of the health district. So it was a great opportunity to serve people, and that's education and giving back. It all kind of ties in together. So we are excited, and it gives an opportunity for our kids. Our culinary arts teacher Earl Lee is going to work with their culinary arts student, and they're going to do some of the food for the volunteers and so forth. So it's about giving back to a community that supports them.
Excellent. Yeah. Wow. Now, let me ask you guys, what was the process like of getting volunteers to come along and help it with this? Because I'm sure you need volunteers to have some sort of medical history, or history in like dental hygiene maybe, or something on the lines of that.
Yeah. It's so a remote area medical clinic has a following.
Okay.
There are some providers that just love to do this. They look for any opportunity that's nearby. They'll come and sign up. They'll be there. But it really is, and they stress this all the time, they come in, they help us out, but it is our community that hosts. It is Cumberland, it is Buckingham, it's Farmville, it's Keysville, Lunenburg, Nottoway, Blackstone, Amelia. We're all in it together. And so we reached out. Dr. Kim Little at Longwood University took those reins, and she wrote to all of our providers.
Wow.
We circulated that even a little bit further into our central region. Centra was key in recruiting some of the volunteers to do other things, like their mammography van will be there. And just reached out and had a helping hand. And then honestly, we also just kept on word of mouth.
Yeah.
We asked our providers, our own providers. We're sitting there at the dentist saying, "Hey, anyone want to come to this clinic?" Oftentimes it is that personal connection that brings people in. At the end of a really busy week. I mean, all of us, as we know, we all have our full-time jobs in addition to this work, as do those medical providers. Yeah. So it takes something special to say, we're going to give up that time to care for our community.
That weekend time. And that's, of course, it takes a lot, but that's what they want to do, and they want to serve, and they're helping out their community. So that is really great. What are you guys most excited about with the REM coming into Farmville? Do you have just like one thing that you're just like really excited to see from the community, or?
I think I just can't wait to see the people. And how many people come, and then looking forward to doing it again, building on whatever base we create this time.
Absolutely.
We've had such a great group working on this together and very effectively. So I think we could really, after this, really do even bigger stuff in the future.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I echo that. I mean, connection.
Yeah.
Right. We have increasingly become a digital world. So much is done at our computers, sitting there or on the phones. To be on the ground, talking to the individuals, getting the care they need right away with minimal barriers. I mean, there's nothing that brings you back to the purpose of why you became a medical provider, why you became a teacher, why you're doing that work you need to do. And I think that's just across the ground. It helps us who are on those frontline jobs rekindle that fire of why we're doing this. And so very, very excited to see that. It's also, I'll say this, the remote area medical clinic also gets a lot of students. So not only the Cumberland students who are there, the culinary arts students, but also nursing students right in the first years of their stay. Dental students are at the Howard's coming down, and they're going to be there, about 20 of them now.
Wow.
Duke students, UVA, JMU, Longwood, Hampton-Sydney, SVCC. I mean, we've got all the school systems coming in, and it's a chance for them to see work at its, I won't say its finest, but at its truest, right? What we do and connect to people and help them out. It's just it's something we all need.
Yeah.
And I don't think we really talked about the volunteers directly, about people volunteering.
Yes.
But they do not have to have medical experience.
Okay.
We will take anyone who can come and help and lend their hands.
Absolutely.
And it's very easy to become a volunteer. You can go online at www.ram.usa. Or you can call me at my office, 434-767-5588, or Dr. Almond at her office.
Yeah, at 434-392-3984.
Or
You can also call the school if you need information. That's 804-492-4212.
Excellent. And is there a deadline to volunteering, or you can sign up as late as the 29th?
So we want all the volunteers in by the 14th.
Okay.
So sign up today. We still, as Justine said, we're still looking for people to just help guide people around, escort them to the clinic, make sure that flow is working well. We call it parking lot duty, but it is so much more than that. You are the host and hostess of the affair. So
Yeah.
And, I also think, I want to thank some of the folks that have really contributed in a major way to the event financially.
Absolutely.
I've been out there hustling up money. But Central Health was our key sponsor to get this thing going. And then we had Amelia County, Buckingham County, Nottoway County, Cumberland County, of course, Prince Edward County, and I hope Charlotte County. And I think I've covered all the counties there that contributed. And I want to say that Mr. Todd Robinson in Amelia County really assisted us with the event as far as Amelia County was concerned, and Amelia Rock River. So they more or less supported the event. John and Donna Van Cleve privately supported us. Sue Villick Carter was very helpful, reached out and asked what she could do to help, and I said money, which always helps everything. I'm trying to think, the Lions Club of Farmville, Longwood University, and Rotary Club of Farmville. I thought I'd said them. I missed that. So I apologize if I've left anyone off here, and I'm sure I have, but we are very thankful for all of the sponsors we have had for this event. That's what makes it happen, so we can afford to do it.
Absolutely.
And when we talk about why it takes $36,000, we did have to provide lodging for the folks that are coming in with the RAM event. We do have to provide food, and then there's just your regular things. You need pens and paper and trash bags and all of those things to run an event of this size with this many people. So we're very thankful for all of the support we've received from the community.
Yeah. Wow, I'm excited for you guys. I think it's going to be great. And just to make sure that I heard you guys right, so people who want to be seen, they don't need any ID, nothing, and just need themselves essentially on, the sites.
Yes.
Wow. That's
and they
great.
can start arriving Friday night.
Friday night. Okay, gotcha. All right, first come, first served. That sounds great. Was there anything else that I forgot to mention that you guys want to bring up about remote area medical or anything on the lines of that?
You know, we didn't really talk about the fact that this is worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
These occur all over the world. It was started by a gentleman from England, I believe.
Stan Brock.
Yes.
And he, I don't know where he was originally, but he was based out of Tennessee, and he traveled to Guyana down in South America, and he found himself injured about 26-day journey away from any kind of medical care.
Oh, wow.
And it just got his kind of brain thinking about this, and he started, he came back and he said, you know, in my own backyard, there's a need for this. And he launched the program, and now, they host, I think there are 11 RAM clinics happening in the Commonwealth this year, and numerous ones in Tennessee and Kentucky and around the Appalachians. But they also now starting telehealth. I mean, it's really kind of amazing what they're able to accomplish. But we are just excited to have it here, and truly just hats off to Cumberland County as a whole. It's a small county, but they have just the largest heart. Their administrators, Chip Jones, Derek Stamey, Sheriff Hodges, I mean, truly all of them have been in this with us to make sure that a big public event like this in a small county goes off without a hitch, and they've thrown their hat in. Cumberland Pharmacy, which is really the only healthcare provider in that county, they are offering to open their doors for prescriptions, both clinical days, low cost. So we're truly grateful to all of those partners. When you choose to open your doors, it's a blessing, but it's also a lot of work. And they have all come up and said, yes, we will do this.
Wow.
I don't think we talked about the follow-up care, but I know that we are able to provide follow-up care through some of the agreements and some of the physicians that are providing care. Do you want to talk about that a little more, Dr. Almond?
Sure. We, obviously, anyone that we see there, we might tag them with something that really needs either urgent care or emergent care. Obviously, we send them straight to the hospital if we discover something that really needs to be worked on that day. But we've worked, again, with those providers to sort of say, hey, can you be our first line of contact if we need to call you and get you into that primary care center, if you need follow-up for your mammography, if you need follow-up for that women's health visit. And again, the nursing students have really been a big help. They are going to be looking at all the labs along with their preceptors and learning how you look at abnormal and normal and give that news and make sure that we get in the other door. So it's a learning experience, it's a community experience, and we are just super excited to do this. So yeah.
It sounds like you guys have a lot of, a lot of volunteers to make this a comfortable experience for the people coming to get medical treatment. Because I know when I go to the dentist or anybody, I'm usually panicking a little bit, and they're always like, "Do you need a minute because your blood pressure is really high?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, just let me take a breath." So that's it. I mean, this sounds great with a very supportive volunteer group, and it sounds like it's going to be a great 2 days. And so once again, that's March 29th and 30th. Was there anything else you guys wanted to bring up?
Well, no, you'd ask, what excites us the most
yes.
about this.
Oh, yes.
And, mine, and I agree with everything that Justine and Dr. Almond said, but I think mine is that people will get the medical care that they might not
always
get, and they have an opportunity to do it. And it doesn't matter who you are. You walk in that door, and if you need it, it's right there. And I think, at this day and time that sometimes people don't go to the doctor because of accessibility and so forth, but I think that is the part that excites me the most, that people will get the care that they need.
Yes, yeah.
I had, right after doing the presentation to Prince Edward County Board of Supervisors, the next day, I had people who were in the room that day call me to ask me if their loved ones could get treatment. And so that was really exciting to me to know that there were people there who heard it and immediately thought of people who needed to get medical care. And I have followed up with them, and they are planning to be there. So I'm very appreciative of that.
That is great. That is great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 40% of the citizens in this larger district don't have dental insurance. Even if you do have dental insurance, it's still often really expensive.
Yeah.
You know, there are barrier after barrier after barrier, your jobs, your childcare, the things that just get in the way of you saying, I need this today. And I agree with Chip. Like, we're lowering that threshold. We're saying, get it done all at once. Come in. We'll greet you. We'll talk to you until you get in the door, and you can get it done the weekend of March 29th and 30th. So doors open at 6 a.m. for the clinic, and they'll close at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and it'll be half a day probably on Sunday, although we'll see everyone until the end.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this sounds like a great event, and I'm really excited for all of you three. This is going to be a big, and obviously it's a community event. So, if you need that sort of help, like dental cleanings or medical exams, that is the place to go. March 29th and 30th, and you said 6 a.m., right? That's pretty early. So I don't know if I'll be out there first thing in the morning, but maybe later on in the day. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, Dr. Almond, Justine Young, and Chip Jones. Thank you so much for coming in today and discussing a little bit about what the remote area medical has to offer. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
you.
And now time for the birthday calendar. And oh boy, John Staten in the studio to read those birthdays. John, you're on.
Oh, hey. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Heard you say that. Is it time already? What is today? The 10th, right? Yeah. Noah's all mouth today. All right. So anyway, you can pot that down so people can hear what I'm saying. Thank you, sir. All right. Here we go. Birthdays for today, Monday, March 10th. Dick Myers having a birthday today, as well as Samuel Finch. Could you pass me my other eye there? Thank you, sir. Much obliged. And we do have an anniversary as well today. Jason and Nicole Stone having an anniversary today. And I will now refer to the other list that we do have and see. That should do it. I do not see any other names to mention. So if you'd like to add, subtract, multiply, whatever, 43439400924. Otherwise, add birthdays to birthdays at WFLO.net. Anniversary names as well. Birthdays at WFLO.net. And Noah has retrieved some agua.
I got some water, John. Yeah.
Throat dry from all that talking and interviewing. I thought you were going silent mode there for.
Oh, no. Oh, well, I mean, it was your time to shine, John, the birthday calendar, you know? I
right.
take it. I mute myself and I pot you all the way up.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Good times.
Yeah. How was your weekend, John?
Well, first, we ought to thank everyone for coming.
Of course, yeah. Dr. Maria Almond and also Justine Young and Chip Jones, of course. I mean, it was great. It's going to be a good event, March 29th and 30th at 6 a.m. The remote area medical, if you can't afford, like getting a cleaning or any other kind of medical treatment, you can come out to this event, and they're going to be offering a plethora of different services for free. Yes, and also no ID is required as well, so it's very open to the public, first come, first serve, and again, that's going to be the 29th and 30th of this month. Yeah, so.
Good.
Are you excited, John?
I am, and you're going to be there? You need to be tested for anything, or?
No,
good.
Not at all. Well, John, how was your weekend? What you been up to this week?
This weekend.
This weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go to any weddings like you did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't do anything like that.
Sure.
But I did, meander about.
What kind of meandering did you do?
I meandered, out that way, and,
Well, like what? Like what?
Just Went out to an Italian restaurant.
Oh, you went to an Italian restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not meandering. That's going to a place.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I meandered and then I went.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that was nice. I don't remember the name of it, but I don't know if it was Bonaducci or what. But
In Richmond or
yeah,
local?
Richmond area.
Okay.
Yeah, I had never been to it, never heard of it before, but it wasn't bad.
Sure, yeah.
So, there you go. Now, we are all waiting with bated breath to find out the wedding and what all went down. You did not take pictures at this wedding you attended, unlike a lot of weddings you go to. Or did you?
Did
you
not
end
take
up-
photos.
You did
not
not?
use my camera.
No.
I simply sat down and it was, enjoyed the service. I had
Were you crashing the wedding? Mm-mm. Okay.
No, it was my brother's wedding, which
Okay.
I guess doesn't really answer the question. Did I crash it? I was invited.
You were.
Yes, so
Okay,
I don't think I crashed it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no. It was it was okay. It was nice. There was nice moments. There were some not so nice moments, but I think
At the wedding?
overall, well, the not so nice moments. I'm referring to the dry bar. That was not a nice moment. I was really hoping. They were gonna have something there. I kept on thinking.
Just Canada Dry is all they had.
That they didn't even have that. There was just coffee and water. That's all.
Coffee and water.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I stumbled upon a vehicle with some alcohol in the back of it, so I enjoyed some Crown Royal. So yeah, it was fun. It was good wedding. The service was really long. I mean, no.
Eternal love will last a lifetime.
Well, it felt like, okay, this is what it was. I was sitting in the front row, and they were giving back, they were reciting their vows to each other. And I was like, it went on for a couple of minutes. And I'm like, okay, this is a little longer than usual.
The actual vows.
The actual vowels.
Not the vowels.
No, the vowels,
vowels.
they write for each other.
Right.
And it went on for a lot longer than I thought it would have. And I kept on thinking in my head, I was like, oh, it's got to end now, right? He's getting to the end of it. He's going to wrap
So
it
he
up
was
here.
the one taking a long time.
Both, no,
Oh.
yeah, it's,
So Katie can look forward to you not taking but so much time with your vows.
I told you, John, I'm getting eloped, so
Oh.
I don't even think you have to, do the vowel thing. I don't think you have to, do you?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm still going to do it, but
Right.
I'm not going to write a book.
You're not?
No.
She's worth a book, right?
Yeah, but I mean, people are waiting. People are tired. People are hungry.
not at your
People are exhausted.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I don't.
Are you going to get married by Elvis in Vegas? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, do the drive-in church wedding.
You take this thing and you take that thing.
Yeah.
And shake it all about.
No. God, why would you do that, John?
For a good time. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the weekend was okay. I had my Nonna come. My Nonna
Yeah,
stopped
well, I
by
don't know
from
her, but I know of her,
Florida.
yes.
Yeah. Well, she had a birthday on the 6th of this month, which was Thursday, right? She had a
Right.
birthday Thursday. So I went to go see her on her birthday, as
Yeah.
a good grandson would. And I get there, John, right? I
Yeah.
get there. I'm at the birthday.
Yeah.
I'll call it a party so people kind of get an idea in their heads of what it was about, I get there, there's a cake, Nana's sitting on the couch. And,
Not on the cake, but on the couch.
No, on the couch.
Good.
Yeah, and there's family kind of about. And so I get in there and I sit down and Nana, my grandmother,
Right.
she looks at me and she's like, I have a present for you. And I was like,
Oh, boy.
it's your birthday though, Nana. What are you talking about? You got a present for me? Why? And so anyways, she tells my other brother to get it, right?
Yeah.
And so I receive, guess what I got, John? I just look, I turn around and I have a gift bag in my hand. Just like a gift bag. Imagine this, right?
Gift bag. Okay.
And it's of Paw Patrol, the television show. Are you familiar with Paw Patrol?
For the kids.
Yes. Does your nephew watch it?
He used to.
Yeah.
He's outgrown it now.
Of course. So I look around, I turn around, and there's a gift bag of Paw Patrol in my hands. And I'm like, my first reaction was, I love gift bags.
And then your second reaction was, I love Paw Patrol.
No, I didn't have that reaction.
Oh.
But
'Cause your Nana knows
Yeah.
that you love that program.
Well, my Nana said, open it up. She was like, open it up. You're going to love what's inside of it.
Right.
John, I opened it up. Guess what else is inside? It's a smaller gift bag of Paw Patrol again.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's 2 empty gift bags.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was like, do you like it?
Do you like it?
And I was like, I think it was a joke. I think that was like a practical joke. I think that's what she finds funny.
Maybe so. Good to know she has a sense of humor.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is Nana. This is exactly what I wanted, you know.
She thought you were,
Yeah.
Well, you think you're funny to watch this.
Yeah.
That's what she pulled on you.
I think that
You
was
think you're the comedian in this family? I'll show you.
I think that was revenge for when I gave her a puzzle for a gift because she really didn't like that puzzle, even though I thought she would love it.
Puzzling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I get why she did that to you. Then.
I hit a deer. We talked about the deer.
Who wants
I
a
hit.
puzzle? Oh, did you find? Is Safe Flight? Are you getting?
Not safe flight now, John.
No.
But
are you getting it fixed today?
Tuesday. I'm getting it.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so let's hope to goodness gracious I don't get a ticket today while I'm driving about.
Well, you've been living dangerously for a while
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Have you just been staying at home?
I've been driving my girlfriend's car around for the most part. So, yeah. Yeah.
Where was the wedding?
The wedding was in Keysville, John. Are you familiar with Keysville?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Do you go there often?
I've never received the key to the city, no.
It's an interesting place.
I've been through Keysville, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've unlocked that mystery.
Yeah. Phone number to call in, 434-394-0924. I believe we had somebody calling in earlier when we had
It was Henry,
guest,
and I told him to give
yeah.
us a call back around this time.
Okay, perfect.
So hopefully he will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, John, your weekend went off without a hitch, I guess? Everything was peachy keen?
Copacetic.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was.
And
it went real well.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes. Good.
I got to be with my sweetie, so
Oh,
there you go.
Whoa, okay.
That's
That's
who
great, yeah.
I took
I
to the
thought you
restaurant.
took yourself to the restaurant.
No, I never take myself to the restaurant.
All right, wow, that's great, John.
No, never. Never in my life. No, I've taken myself to a fast food place.
Yes.
But never a restaurant.
Well, I should mention real fast, John, I do have some business I do need to mention.
Have you ever taken yourself to a restaurant? Just yourself?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
No one else?
Yes.
Just you to a
Yes.
restaurant? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it really interesting?
Why would you go to a restaurant by yourself?
Because I need to eat? I don't know.
But a restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm not talking
no, I know,
Arby's.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay.
Because
you went to Delmonico's all by yourself.
I think people need to treat themselves a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I could go ahead and do your due diligence.
I did want to thank Audrey Sullivan for coming. We got the phone.
now.
We got the phone ringing. Okay, let me pick that up. And I'll quickly mention this. It's real quick. I just wanted to thank Audrey Sullivan for coming on the show on Friday to mention that she's is part of the advisory group that helped design Farmville Now, and that we are happy to now administer the Farmville Community and Events Facebook page that she started. So we're very thankful and grateful for that. And also, we have a lot of guests coming in, so I just kind of want to mention this for the week. On March 11th, which would be tomorrow, Tuesday, we have State Senator Luther Cyphers coming in, the 2025 General Assembly session. Also, Wednesday, we have Central Virginia Regional Library, Grace Barlow coming in. Also, Thursday, Brian Vincent, Farmville Town Mayor. And the Friday, it looks like Doug Stanley coming in, so from Prince Edward County Administrator. So we have a very busy week of guests coming in. But we do have a caller, so we're going to hop to the phone line now. Okay. Caller, you're on the air.
All right, old friend. You are too.
Hey, Henry.
Hey. How's it going with everybody?
It's going. How are you?
Going. Well, it's almost gone, but it's still going.
Right.
Speaking of going, I know you remember the horse named Secretariat,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yep.
and he lost his first race because they couldn't get him to run. And after that, he won everything in record time. But anyway, they recently took away his title as the greatest horse race in history. They took his title because it was based strictly on race.
Okay.
I didn't hear anybody laugh.
Snickers were made. We were kind of snickering.
Okay. Oh, boy. Speaking of animals, I remember when I was a little boy, I milked 2 cows at home.
Right.
And I remember one time it hadn't rained in ages, and it was so dry, the cows started giving powdered milk.
I get that one. I like that one.
Yeah. And one of the cows even called me a jerk.
You were being a
Did I
jerk
hear-
to the cow? Yeah, I'm laughing at it.
You know, you used to milk by hand, of course,
Right.
and that's why she called me a jerk. Yeah. You know, I was asked one time in the health class to use the word arthritis in a sentence. And so I wrote, arthritis, or call us on the phone.
I get it.
Yeah. I was told that chloroform, and so they wanted me to use that in the sentence. I said, I told chloroform. She said, I'll sleep on it. That chloroform will do that, I'm told.
That's what they say, yeah.
But you know, using the telephone is not routine.
It's not?
It's a real calling.
There you go. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I thought it was a lump there somewhere. You were on top of it. On Friday, June the 28th, 2024, my sister-in-law, Ann Seamster, Phoenix, Virginia, and she's a devout Christian, one of the finest Christian people I've ever met in my life. Well, anyway, she said that she'd been having severe pain in her kidney area for several days, and it was getting worse each day. So we joined in prayer about it, and in Jesus' name cast out the pain. Ann took a 15-minute nap, and then she awakened and the pain was gone to never return. You see, Dr. Jesus is on call 24/7.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So as you know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I have time to share one more?
Sure, go ahead.
I was visiting Miss Maggie Beard in Southside Hospital. She had just had surgery by Dr. Roy Hargrove. And I went in her room. I'd never met her. And she was drowsy because she was coming out from the, ether or whatever it was. They gave her the sleep for the surgery.
Right.
But I walked in and she looked at me and said, somewhere in this hospital, there's a man who's just had surgery, and there's a younger woman with him, and they have no money. And the woman has not eaten for 3 days. And then Ms. Beard gave me an envelope and asked me to find that lady and give her the envelope. Now, the envelope was sealed, but I could feel something thick inside, the size of bills, money.
Mm-hmm.
And the stack was over an inch thick. And Ms. Beard also told me the couple was from out of state. All right, so I took the envelope. I went to the east wing and the center wing. Nobody there from another state. And I asked Margaret Held on West Wing, and she said there was a man patient from North Carolina whose daughter was staying with him. And I asked her, I said, do they seem to be well off financially? And she says, no, they got an old rusted, beat-up car in the parking lot. They'd been visiting kin folks in Maryland, and they were on their way back to North Carolina, and he got sick. So I didn't tell her why I wanted to know. So I went into their room and asked if they from North Carolina, and the lady said yes. And then I said, I was asked to give you this. I handed her the envelope, and I left. But I was blessed to know Ms. Maggie Beard, and that's Mary Allen's mom. And she blessed me, and I experienced about a half a dozen really unique things with her. And maybe later we can share some more.
All right. Well, thank you, Henry.
Anyway, I didn't mean to keep you so long.
That's all right. Thanks for calling in. Hope you're
Yeah,
doing
all right. Hey, I might holler again tomorrow.
Okay, we'll be here.
All right, thanks.
All right, take care.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye. Henry Fulcher.
Mm-hmm. The one and only Henry Fulcher.
Phone lines are open if you want to chime in. 434-394-0924.
What if you don't want to chime in? What if you...
Then you get to read This Day in History.
Okay.
Or celebrity birthdays. Or anything else that you can have right here in front
Muster
of you.
up.
Yeah.
Muster. No,
As
okay.
opposed to whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, well, sure, yeah. I mean, we can definitely do that.
Anybody see celebrity? I know Sharon Stone was the first one I saw.
Carrie Underwood is celebrating a birthday, turning 42 today.
I saw Sharon Stone, though.
Okay. It's good.
Carrie Underwood is 42.
42 years old today.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And like John said, if you want to call in, just talk to us about anything, call in at 434-394-0924. That's the number to dial
Calling
if you
about
want to.
those celebrity birthdays. Sharon Stone. Carrie Underwood.
I don't think anybody wants to hear those.
They'd rather hear us go, oh, what'd you do today?
No.
What'd you do yesterday? What'd you do today before that?
Well, did anything interesting happen to you this weekend other than getting Italian food, John?
Oh,
anything?
Yeah, but sure.
Okay.
I got to be with my person.
Sure.
I'm good. Everything's good.
Did you guys talk about anything?
We talked about celebrity birthdays.
Sure. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating, John.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, I watched a really weird movie last night called The Substance.
Is this something you went to go see, or you saw it at home?
I saw it at home, but it's a new release, John.
Oh.
Yeah. This movie was quite disturbing.
Of any substance?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. It was gruesome. I knew it was gonna be kind of like uncomfortable to watch, but I mean, I was really grossed out by the end of it. It was good. It was. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, I think they were, Demi Moore was in it. That's who it was. Demi Moore was
How old is the movie?
New. I mean, just released last year or early this year.
Direct-to-video type movie.
Well, I think it was in theaters for a little bit.
Okay.
But anyways, it reminded me of The Fly with how disgusting it is. Have
mean
you ever seen The Fly?
with Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely have seen that before.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
David
movie?
Cronenberg. Oh yeah, John. Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, sure, I'll read the celebrity birthdays for you, John. I know you love them. Olivia Wilde. Do you know Olivia Wilde?
I know she can be.
turning 41 today.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
has
I've
two
heard-
children.
Yeah, no, I've heard the name.
Daisy and Otis.
I'm giving you notice. Daisy notice. Okay, what's her fun fact?
That's her fun fact.
Oh.
Also, Robin Thicke celebrating today.
Robin Thicke? Did you know his dad played the dad on Growing Pains?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's his fun fact. I guess you're reading the same list.
No, I'm not. No,
Oh
I'm
wow!
looking.
Yeah, that's
I just know this off of TV knowledge of watching endless arrays of subpar television.
yeah. It says he had multiple roles on Growing Pains, and I guess as well as Dad
His
also
dad.
was
His
the.
dad. I don't think he was on Growing Pains.
That's what this says.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that.
Caller, you're on the air.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, humans.
Good morning.
I really didn't have anything. Huh?
Oh no,
Pardon?
nothing. No, oh nothing, sir. Nothing.
Oh. I really didn't have much. I just wanted to say hi.
Well,
Hello back.
Wow. Energetic, huh?
Yeah.
it feels cold in here
Yeah.
this morning. I don't know.
I walked in and Noah had it set to frost. I don't know what's going on.
Well, put on your Snuggies and you guys will be fine.
I guess.
First
Paw Patrol Snuggies is what Noah had.
time
by the way.
caller. First time caller. I must ask
Yeah.
you. Did you do anything fun this weekend? That was a little, I don't know, exciting.
Fun. No, we went to the saloon on Saturday.
Saloon.
Local saloon, yes.
Do you prefer a
Then,
pub or a saloon?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know if there's
Well,
much difference in the two.
There is.
What's the big
Oh,
difference?
Who
Saloon
knows?
has the swinging doors you just kind of open up, or you walk through, and then a pub is like, like a in the wall kind of place, you know.
How about a speakeasy?
Yeah.
Do you frequent those every so often?
Yeah.
I'm referring to you, Noah.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I guess it really doesn't matter as long as they're just comforting.
Mm-hmm.
You go in and you just feel like everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
But that's Noah's favorite show.
I like that show a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Big fan of Cheers. Yeah.
You just excited Noah. He just woke up from his coma. He is now prepared to talk about Cheers. Who is your favorite character on Cheers?
That's a great question. I like the old man from season 1 and 2. Apparently he died, and so that's when they brought in Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
To fill in his role, after he died.
So who did you like after?
Sam was a womanizer, like very strong. Like every episode, he's hitting on another waitress that he hired. So that's kind of like.
So you don't like that type of character?
Well, I mean, it just
Reminds
gets
you too much of yourself.
It's very repetitive,
Oh.
is what I'll say, and it's almost like it's the same story. Every time, and so it gets a little old. I always liked Norm. I think Norm was great,
Right.
a great character. Also Frasier, and that probably explains why I like the television show Frasier as well. But yeah, I don't know. I like Frasier, I would say.
So out of the two females from Cheers, I guess they would consider it to be the attractive ones. Mm-hmm. What were they called? Bartenders.
Sure.
Which ones did you like?
Okay, so you're talking about Diane and the other lady.
Yeah, and not like in a not like in an attractive level, because one was a total annoyance.
Yes, of course.
Which one was the annoyance? I didn't watch
Shelley
it.
Long.
Shelley Long was
Yes.
the annoyance. Okay.
Yeah,
What did she do at the bar?
She was just constantly preaching, and she was like, "Well, Sam, you know."
I mean, what was her job? What did she?
Oh, she
what
was a
her-
bartender. Yeah. And apparently, like, it's kind of sad because she left the show to pursue like a movie career,
Yes.
and it really just went south after that.
It happens.
That was her most well-known
David
role.
Caruso or whatever
Yeah.
his name was with.
Yeah.
He was on NYPD Blue, I believe, and then he tried to have a movie career. Did a few things and waited a while. And they ended up on Miami's CSI or whatever, CSI Miami. So. Where he did those wonderful one-liners at the beginning, and then he'd take his sunglasses off to really sell it. And then the Who would kick in, yeah, and all this other stuff, and that was great. It was a great career for that man. The man could do no wrong. You know, I'll give you an interesting tidbit. He's one of the cops in the original First Blood with Sylvester Stallone.
Mm.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in that movie. Yeah. He was in that one.
Yeah, that was kind of, as odd as the movie was, it was kind of a touch of reality, where they, not to what he does, but the
post-war
things
syndrome
that,
type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what those guys have to go through. Like he mentioned, they're running multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment, and he can't get a job at a car wash.
Yeah. Well, the original ending to that film, script-wise, his commander or whatever, in the end, he actually kills him.
Hmm.
But they
Oh, really?
Yeah, according to the book, the actual novel that it was based off of, that character dies at the end. But they obviously, Stallone thought, I can make it like 4, 5, 6 of these things. I don't want to kill them off. We ain't kill them off.
Yes, and he's fighting the Russians on horseback.
That was great. That was I remember that one. That was the third one, I believe. That was always cool.
Oh my gosh.
Well, caller, unfortunately, we do have to go now. We have about 15 seconds left to the show, so we're going to close out now. Thank you for calling in today, and feel free to call back tomorrow anytime.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
All right. That was first-time caller, and I did want to thank again the Chip Jones, Justine Young, and Dr. Maria Almond for coming in today, talking a little bit about the remote area medical events from the 29th of March to the 30th, starting at 6 a.m. It is a first come first serve event, so just be aware of that. It's going to be at the Cumberland Schools, so just be aware of those dates. And if you need medical care, or if you know somebody who needs medical care, just let them know so they have a chance to get it done. All right, closing off the show now, John, any last words?
Bye-bye.